choose what you prefer. It's up to you. It's your business, your game. So we have traffic coming in. And how we do this is there can be traffic in different ways. And we always say using organic is how we start. And then we can use exactly what we can use. Some of you use Facebook, some wants to have Insta, you can use whatever you want to. And at some point, you probably want to start doing paid, but you absolutely should not do that from the beginning. But at some point, it's a really good idea to add that. And if we're looking at this one, what is our end goal? Our end goal is over here at the other side of the funnel. It is to help people moving forward to get clients. So if we are having our traffic coming in, where are we sending them? Everything leads to one thing. That is our group. So all traffic, we want to lead into our group. When we lead everything into to the group, the most important thing is the setup we have here in the group. The setup we have in the group is where people lose their leads. If you do not set this up properly, you're probably not starting getting leads and clients or sales calls every day or every week. Who wants to know how to set up your group and get leads upfront, front end, when they enter your door? We're going to do this together this afternoon. You're going to design your setup this afternoon so you will get leads every time people come into the door of your group. You ready? Valuable? We're going to do that. So we're going to set up the group. And one of the things we want to have in our setup, a part of our setup, is that we want to have a lead magnet. A lead magnet. And the lead magnet we have at this point is important. If we have a benchmark on that one, we want to make sure that the lead magnet, what we're giving away as a gift when they enter the room, into the group, we need to make sure it's above 70% that says, yes, I really want this thing. Above 70%, we want that. If it's performing less than 70%, you need to either change the thing you're giving away because it's not valuable enough, or probably the other thing is the way you wording it, the way you present it. It's not what we call a hook title. It needs to be designed so they really want it. We're going to do this together this afternoon. So this is what we want when they get in. Another thing is when they get in, we're probably going to ask them about the email. And I'm encouraging you to not go for shiny objects. If you're completely new, if you haven't done the first 100K in your business, don't waste time building this up. So this is, I would say, above 100 is even 500K in your business is where you really want to start doing this. Not before. You don't really have to, because this is not where it makes the most sense. But what you could do, or what you'll do after, is then you can start focusing on putting up, when you get them into an email, you'll send out a sequence of emails welcoming them into your world that will end up in the lead gen, in the lead magnet. All of this is all about making sure you add value, making sure that you nurture them, and make sure that you convert. Helping you to convert. But again, it's not the primary focus up front. So you can pause it if you're just starting up. But just know see, the thing is, every time you do something, sometimes I hear people say, but I tried everything. You see, you can even hear it, right? Oh, I tried everything. That's how I hear it, right? I tried everything. I promise you, I've been working with this daily for 4 years. And I'm a nerd. I'm going into every detail. And every day, I find a new way I just told the team, oh, I'm so excited after this bootcamp. I'm going to test this. I'm going to try out this. I got a brilliant idea. We're going to do now. Every day. We're never done. If we think we're done, we're moving the wrong way. So we're never done. There's always a next level. There's always a new thing. We always keep learning and keep growing. So we do this. And what we want to do is we give them a lead magnet. And now we get to the part that we want to go into what we call nurture. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Thank you. See, I have a beautiful team. Give it up for the people in the room because they're helping. This is what we came here for. We came here for love. I won't give it up. So, good. So we want to nurture. Why? There's this thing. As I said before, all marketing is about trust. They need to know you, and they need to like you. Know, like, and trust. You probably heard that before. That's all marketing. But either way, whenever you're doing marketing in your business, let's say 50% of the people you get into your world, they will never buy. They're no. The big no's. They will never buy. They're not going to be clients. That's okay. Not everyone will be clients, and not everyone should be clients. So that's the no's. But if we look into the yeses, see, the thing is, at any time, only 5% of the people who just come into your door are what we call now buyers. Because they were out there, they were searching, they were Googling, they were on Facebook, they were searching for something specifically. They had a huge problem. They wanted to be fixed, and now suddenly out of anywhere, you jumped up and you had the perfect thing just at the right time. Those are the now buyers. So that's one thing, but let's be honest, not everyone is a now buyer. So we also have about 20% who will be ready to buy in the next 90 days. So in the next 90 days. And then we have the other group, so 75%. Those are ready in the next 2 years. They take a little bit longer time. How many of you have been following me for years? A little secretly. I see some of you. I've seen some of you, right? So, but haven't really been there that you, oh, I'm not really there ready. So that's fine. That's perfect. I love you anyway. So this is how it is. That means for us, the now buyers, most coaches focus a lot on the now buyers because they think selling is a game of getting people in quickly and just buy now. And Pernille said yesterday, all the deadlines and all of these boom, 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 boom. We need to do it. There's a lot of stress doing this. So if you're only focusing on the now buyers, those who are selling, you're throwing out a lot of money. If you're only focusing on those who jump in and answer you to your content and moves forward faster right now, and no one else, oh my God, you have millions in there that you're not taking care of. Who's throwing out money right now? Who knows they're throwing out money, not taking care of them? Oh, I see someone in the room. See, where's the gold? Yeah, we have 5%. Who wants to get all this group? Who wants to get those people? Yeah, because you don't want clients this month. It's not. I'm not here for a season. I'm here for a reason. We're not here just to do something like short term. We're here to make an impact. That's a long-term game. So we're here to serve the clients who are here right now, but we're also ready to nurture and help people who are not ready yet, but will be ready when we know how to nurture them to become ready. How do we nurture people to get to the point where they get ready? And when they're ready, they know you're the one. And how will you know? Those are the people who reach out to you in your DMs, in your chat, in your messenger, and saying, hey, I've been following you for a while. And I know you're the one who can help me. Those are those people. Yeah. So what we do is we want to make sure that we do content. That's how we nurture. We do content. We don't just put up content because that's what I see. That's just content, because I need to put up content. Someone said I should put up content, so I put up content. But the thing is, you don't want to just put up content, you want to map out your content. You want to map out so you know exactly what content to use for this year, what to use next month, so you know, have a plan. It needs to be targeted to the right people to get them to move. And it needs to be of quality. So, I understand that is the hardest for most, how to write, what to write and all of that. I understand that's the hardest. That's why we put in frameworks how to become a good content writer. So we don't need to. So, and then we do events. We do events, we do challenges. And sometimes we do call to actions. That is the lead gens. A call to action, we ask them to do something. We use that kind of content. And sometimes we can do we call just an application. That's when we say, if you want to get this done, you can do this. Application, it's not working so good if you're just getting started, when you don't have a brand or the authority yet. It's really efficient later on when you build up the authority, but maybe not from the beginning, because they don't have the trust in you yet. That will be easier later. And then we can add emails at the right time. So we have a lot of things we can do. This is all ways of us to nurture the people. So when we do this, and anyone reacts to any of these things, then we start the DMs, direct messages. That's the chats. It's private thing. It's in the messenger. And when we do this, we want to start by qualifying people. Anyone ever had sales calls with people who didn't know why they were there and they just wanted to talk for a while? Anyone ever? We call them free coaches. You sit there, answer some questions, but it's not leading anywhere. You know what you forgot? It's to qualify. You forgot to qualify them. We don't want to waste our time. We want to spend the time with the people who wants to move, who wants to help. We know we can help. So that's why we qualify them. And sometimes when we qualify people, if we've been nurturing them for a very long time, some of them are just like, I've been following you for a long time. I'm really ready. I just want to buy. I'm ready. I want to get into your program. And we can use what we call sell by chat. And that's pretty much that you chat them all the way to that. You need a little bit of authority to do this. So they've been following you. They've been nurtured. And so you do this, you use it strategically once you build up the authority. So when you're above like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 euros in sales, that's when you have the authority and when you can start focusing on this. Or if you have a low-end program that is at a cheaper price point. It's harder to do in a more expensive price point. So it changes how we can do it. And that means that if we do this, we can just send them a video on how to get into the program and or maybe a text with all the information they need. And that could be enough to say they're ready to become clients. I wouldn't start trying to do this. You can burn some leads if you do it too early or if you don't do it right. Make sense? You're burning leads if you're doing it too early, not doing it right. If you're not, you don't have the authority and get the right chats to do that. But it's a possibility. I want you to understand what's possible. The next thing is, if they say, if you qualify them and you see they're ready, they are the right fit, you know you can help them, and it's a good fit for you. That's when you do this. If you can see, no, they're not ready, they're saying, yeah, no, I'm not sure, I really want this. Okay, that's good. What you do then is just continue. Nurture, sorry. Just continue to nurture. That's okay. And you just continue. They're just not ready yet. That's the thing. They're just not ready yet. That's okay. We keep nurturing. If they say yes when you're qualifying them, see now that things happen, that you're moving to the next step. The next step is we're moving into sales. Now it starts becoming sales. We qualified them, now we can start selling. So the thing is, the first part is, and this again is a part you do when you come a little bit further, or if you have a team selling for you. When you're doing it on your own, you're probably not taking in this part. Sometimes you'll do it. That's what we call a triage call. That's a short 20-minute call where we just qualify them a little bit deeper just to make sure they're ready to move forward. Your team can do it for you, or you can do it yourself as well. But what most people start out by doing is using the Ultimate Sales Framework. So that's the sales calls. That's taking them on a sales call, strategy session, or a clarity call, whatever you want to use for word. That's the sales session. If you see at that time they're not ready to go either on the triage call or on the sales call, going straight back. We keep nurture. We can't push people to be ready. Never. It's not our job. People need to jump in, opt in themselves. Make sense? Never push anyone to do something they need to make the decision. It's their decision to make if they want to buy. It's not yours. Good. So when we get them there, the next part is on the sales calls, we close them on the sales call. And then we have them as a client. So this is the group client funnel. And when you look at all of this, you probably realize that the first part here is all about attract. Everything we do in attract is in this part. The second part, you probably guessed it. That's the convert. That's how we convert.